Hi guys, so I want to ask a question. Stop shouting. I want to ask a question. Why is it that as a people that we are trying to lose our empathy? I don't know, we are trying to lose empathy. I have a reason why I'm saying this. So I was having a conversation with somebody and this person, we were talking about people in the hospital and specifically cancer patients. So something led to that, okay? It was a conversation. And when we began talking about it, I was like, it's quite unfortunate that some persons are in the hospital, while some people are trying to celebrate Christmas. Like people are just doing different things, you know. And he made a comment that stuck with me. I've been thinking about it, trying to digest it, and I've not been able to digest it. Honestly, I've not been able to understand it from his own perspective. And what is this comment? When I told him that it's quite unfortunate that some persons have to go through that in life, the life is crazy, and he was like, everything some people are going through is as a result of is a consequence for their actions. Yeah. So anything in life that is happening to you, there must be a causing, if like something you have done, like it's your fault basically that anything is happening to you. That was what this person was trying to tell me. And when he said it, I disagreed, of course, and I'm like, no, that's not how life is. There are so many things that happen to people that they do not deserve it. They don't deserve it. Let me tell you, for example, I had a very lovely classmate that I lost then, I think in first year. This girl was a good girl. I used to have, for example, when I talk about people, I'm like, this person, like, she's just so free. She's a nice girl, lovely girl. She's a good person. She goes to church. Like, she's a genuinely nice person. So comparing her to myself, I used to see myself as someone who is a bad person, but for her, when I look at her, I see an example of somebody who is just a good person, who when they die, they're gonna go to heaven, something like that. Are you gonna come here and tell me that, oh, she had an accident and lost her life? The accident was because she suffered for the consequence of her action. What action is that? What action is that? There are so many persons. Okay, what about natural disasters? Where do we place that? If you start talking like this, where do we place that? People lose their lives as a result of natural disaster. Yes. Where do we place that? How do we now fix it? If you say people suffer for the consequence of their actions, those who die from natural things that you don't have control over, things that, of course, God is in charge of, where are we going to place that? Not just that, there are so many other things. What about autoimmune diseases? This kind of diseases that when you have it, they will diagnose you, they will not still see what is wrong with you. Are you aware that some persons that they diagnose them of a sickness that they are the only ones who have had that? They'll be looking for history, starting to make research of how this thing came about. Nothing yet. Do you guys get it? So how do you start reasoning like that? I feel like some persons are losing their empathy and it's quite bad. And the another angle is people who reason like this or who think that once you do everything correct, once you do everything the way you play it out in your head, you will get the exact result you're expecting. Sometimes it's not like that. I bet you, I bet you, life is not like that. That is why they say that some persons who are people who have money, they go think say, poor man no dey hustle. Because they are one of those people that think that, okay, once you just do this, work hard, work hard, work hard, it's going to pay you. They don't realize that some persons are really, really working hard, but it's not yet working for them. Do you understand me? That is one angle. And there are so many other angles to this particular thing I'm saying right now. Now, imagine if you're somebody who believes this kind of a thing and you just believe that, okay, just eat well. Once you eat well, you won't fall sick. Then you start eating well, exercising, doing everything perfectly, and then you now fall sick. You're going to lose your faith too. You will stop believing in God because all this while you thought you were so special. You were thinking those people who are in the hospital, you were more special than them. That is why you have to open your mouth to say that it's because of it's the result of their actions. What actions, my dear? There is no action. This life is not, it's not just white, it's not just like that, it's not white or black. No. This life has so many other layers to it. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen that the way we play that in our head most of the time. I'm sure some of you guys know who Aproko Doctor is. Someone like him who is always talking about nutrition, how to keep your health, help you how to live healthy, how to do this, how to drink water, all of those beautiful things. You will know that he is keeping to what he's saying. But he was still diagnosed of something. I haven't forgotten what it is. So if life was the way we are thinking it, somebody like him will not be diagnosed of any sickness because he's taking good care of himself. A lot of things are from genetic, from our gene. Maybe your great grandfather. Is it still your action? Is it still what you did? So I don't get it. That is why some persons who have this kind of mentality, they will be like, and just live well. Whatever thing happens, is your action. Whatever that is happening to you is your action. Let's talk about pregnant women. If you have that mentality and you say, whatever anybody is suffering is because of the action, the result of the consequence of their action. So what you are trying to say is that all the women who are looking for children, they all have something they have did in the past that is causing that. That is exactly what you're saying. Now, if you now have that mentality and you want to have a child and the child does not come, where does that now keep you? Because you will lose your faith more than the person that understands life, that life, you are not more special than anybody. Do you understand me? That understands that you can't be seeing yourself as you're different from every other person in the world, or you're better than people who are suffering from stuffs. Where is our empathy? Where have we kept it? See, let me tell you, even if I have that kind of thought in my head, I will not be able to speak it out. I will keep it to myself. Honestly speaking, we are losing our empathy and we need to bring it back. We need to bring it back. And please, if you have this kind of belief within you, stop having this kind of belief. Understand that life is not like that. There are things we can prevent by ourselves. Yeah, all these things, when you live well, you do everything right, there are things it prevents for you. A lot of it, actually. But it does not rule out every other thing. It does not now mean that people who are having cancer in the hospital are dead because of the consequence of their actions. There is no actions here, to me. But then again, I'm not even ruling out whatever thing this person said, but this is my own perspective. This is how I see it. This is how I see life. And I totally disagree with him. It does not mean that my own perspective is the superior to his. I'm just saying what I think. Like, that is just my own mindset. So that is it. Merry Christmas to you, and show love and have empathy and understand that life is life. Okay, bye.